Hello, let me get everything set up here on all the different places. Let it get started so I can get it muted. Got a few of you. I see Melinda Hawkins and Randy and Linda Brookshire. Hello. Okay. Where did all those names go? There they are. Hey, Cheryl. Is that everybody? I don't know if I called everybody's name or not. I'll try to see you next time. Well, how are y'all tonight? And I've pinned the link. Who's going to come up here and chat with me? Hey, Kim, how are you doing today? I know you said you had a bad night last night. You may get tired and have to go to bed early tonight, Kim. We was on here 4 hours last night. For some of y'all that was wondering, I was sewing on these little pieces behind me, so I just kept on working, and y'all kept on hanging in here and chatting with me. Now I'm looking for Lisa and Pat and Wanda and Rhonda and Jean, and where's everybody at? I need a panel up here because I can't carry this hen party by myself. And Cheryl's working on her another quilt now, and I know Linda Brookshire is too. And Kim's got a project going. Hey, and there's Carrie. Hey, Carrie, how are you tonight? Hello, Pam. Craft on and so forth. Hello. Kim says, I'm doing better, foot still sore, but you're laying down. Do you need to keep your foot up? Have you got your foot elevated? Yeah, I saw Randy's name up at the top of the chat, so he's in here. But I don't see nobody in the basement yet. Where's my panel? Jackie? I've not seen Jackie for a few days. Maybe she'll see that we're on tonight and come and visit with us. Some the dog put down there under my feet. There's Sandra Kay. Hey, Sandra Kay, how you doing? Foot elevated, just bad arthritis. We've all got a little bit of arthritis, don't we? Some of us do. I do. Got a little bit. Sandra, you're welcome to join me up here. Carrie, and I said, whoever, y'all know who you are. Kim can come up. I don't have much to talk about. I made some fried pies today, though, and I made them in the air fryer, and they really worked out pretty good. Let me see. I just finished loving. That's Sandra sewing on her time off. And you finally got it? I sent that a few days ago. I think the weather slowed everything down. Oh, you got it 2 days ago. I hope you're happy with it. Y'all say hi to Sharon. And I'm not sure how to say Sharon's last name. She's told me before, but it's done went zoop. K, would we say that was a K? The Q with a K? I don't know. Okay, Pam's going to come up. I hope you can get all the sounds worked out. where there's not feedback. If y'all come up, you know, you got to mute some stuff and make it where it doesn't have a lot of feedback. There's Marla. Hello, Marla. I bet Marla's got her fire going tonight. I bet it's cold where she's at. It's going to be pretty, wind chills are going to be pretty low by morning here. I sewed a little bit this morning, but I didn't get no sewing done this afternoon. There's always something else you have to do. Okay. Linda says, I just finished the floating hexagon quilt. First quilt done in 2025. Linda, you better hurry if you're going to catch Cheryl. Oh, there's Jennifer. Jennifer's here. Y'all say hi to Jennifer. It's Jennifer, not Donnie. Prep for Eternity Homestead. Yeah, see, I knew you had a fire going. I do too. And I hope Terry keeps it going good while I'm up here. Or I'll leave you guys and go put wood in the stove if I have to. There's Sarah Stitches. Hello, Sarah Stitches. Is the wind blowing where you guys are at? The winds are blowing here. Makes it, of course, that makes the wind chills colder. Nobody's in that basement yet. And I've not even seen Rhonda or Lisa. And I told them girls we was coming on. And Wanda Cox, she likes to join us. And Pat's been missing us. I don't want to play. My doggy thinks it's time to play. Carrie says it's 26. Hello, Mary Galovic. She says, hello, Miss Rita and all the chat family. Let's wave to Mary. She just waving. I was fixing to read a whole bunch, and now I just see where she's doing a lot of waving to everybody. Sarah got her package. I hope I got it right, Sarah. If I mess something up, y'all have to tell me, and I'll fix it. I've got one I've got to fix now. Kim says it's windy in Kansas City, near where Kim is. I don't want to play. I want to talk to you guys. And Cheryl, how do you quilt yours, Linda? I do mine on my domestic machine. I sure miss my long arm machine. There's Carrie. Carrie's gonna come up. She looks like Santa Claus. She got her boggin on. She's cold. Her head's cold.
That's cold.
It's maybe her head's not cold because she got on her boggin. So, or your hat, your knit cap.
You mean my green guy?
Your green, yeah. Well, have you finished that diamond painting yet?
No, not yet. Almost. I got one face done.
Yeah, yep. You're coming along on it. Hello, Liz Thibodeau. She says hello to everyone. I think my doggy's pushed her toy under something and she can't get it.
You want to know where Lil is?
Let me read this one first. Corey Yoder started her 12-month block of the month today. I printed the pattern but haven't started it. You was busy shoveling. Have you got your fabric yet, Marla? Let me get this toy. What did you do with it? Where did it go? Underneath that cabinet? How am I going to get that?
Don't get on your knees.
Let me get something. She pushed it under a cabinet. And it's bothering her because she can't get it.
Look, the ladies are on. Rita doing any sewing along this
I,
year?
I got it. She had pushed it under that old pie safe over there, and she
To
was
ask you,
happy.
to ask you if you were. Hi Rita, do you doing any sewing along this year?
Go along. Oh, I tell you guys I will and plan on it, but I can't set a schedule and stick to it. So I wish I could. But if I started one, I'd probably be the person that wouldn't finish it. But we need to at least get together and sew some. Maybe if it's not the same
Marlo,
thing.
Marlo said, yes, I have all the fabric, but
The backing. Okay, well,
lacking.
good. So you're ready. You're not going to start out behind then. Did I miss anybody? I think I caught up on reading what I missed. Well, I had to go get that dog chew toy out from under that. I
Are you
had to go
missing
get
some?
the fly swat and scrape it out from under there.
Did you see anybody missing in my picture?
Where's Leo at?
She's behind my back.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now
don't.
you know when.
Oh, I see her ear now. I see her ear. Don't you lay on her. You'll smush her. You'll smash her.
You won't let me have my bed.
Uh-oh.
I'm uncomfortable right now.
Yeah. I have to do that to Heidi sometimes. She gets up in my chair and I say, get down, Heidi. That's my chair. And she would take it if she could.
She already stole my bed. What else does she want?
Won't. And hello, Don's quilting life.
Hi, Dawn.
Don, you been a quilting too? Oh, so Marla probably stay up late tonight and start it. I think I'm going to stay up late tonight if I don't fall asleep and work on this one. Oh, who we got? We have Pam. There's Pam. Hi,
Hello.
Pam.
I'm back in the sewing room.
Well, good.
Mona and them were on, and she was going to be on for a while. And I thought, you know what? Instead of taking a nap, I'm just going to go start squaring up my potato quilt.
Mm-hmm.
And I am adding some borders onto it.
Oh, that's looking good.
It's off the board.
Uh-huh. Looks good what you held up. Hey, Kathy Jackson. Hello.
Hi, Kathy Jackson.
Had to take my husband, or I had to call the ambulance to come get my husband and take him to ER today.
Did they keep him or is he home?
No, he's back home. They put a Foley in him. He went to the urologist the other day, and he gave him some medicine to help. Since the stroke, he has incontinence.
Mm-hmm.
And right before that, it was starting to act up. Well, the medicine, he took it for 2 days. It plugged him up to where he was about to explode.
Oh my. Hey, Marilyn. Y'all wave to Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn.
So he was in pretty bad pain.
Yeah, it sounds like it. That sounds serious. Yeah.
And my grandson had a wrestling tournament today, and he couldn't find his keys at 5:00 this morning, so he took my car. And I can't get me or my husband up in his pickup, so I had to call the ambulance to come get him.
Huh.
And then I had to get my daughter to come get my keys and switch out to get my grandson's truck.
Oh, when it rains, it pours, don't it?
Oh, I called my grandson at his wrestling match. I said, today was not the day to take my car.
Yeah.
Anyway, so no more of that medicine for him. And now he's got to go back to the urologist and tell him that ain't going to work.
Huh.
But anyway, we're getting a pretty good reputation with them between the ambulance and the fire department now.
They know. They
you too, huh?
you now, don't they?
Yeah. And I'm behind in quilts made to donate to them when they come to the fire department. I just haven't felt like sewing since December. in December.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was trimming up my crow and stars, and I just hate squaring up blocks to start with. And they didn't come out to size what they're supposed to trim to, so I'm having to go through and trim everything down like a 1/4 inch more.
Okay. Huh.
And I just got so fed up with it. And then all these squares blocks that I made on this potato quilt needed to be squared up. Of course, with it being scrappy, none of them were exactly right. So I had to decide, okay, what's going to be the common denominator for all of them.
Uh-huh. Hello, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
It's a little narrow, so I thought I'd add a 3-inch scrappy border to start with and see where to go from there.
Don't worry, Pam. I got a repetition up here too. The firemen or the elements? Or the
both of them now.
I've got a question for my chat out there. Do y'all see Ralph's comment? I know we do, but do y'all see it?
Farts in Rita's face and leaves. Okay.
Okay. I don't think you guys see him though, do you? On the other side.
Yeah, I see him.
On the.
Ralph, behave.
She'll sick Terry on you.
Let me get it. Yeah, you do see him, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Kim got it though. All right. We just have to deal with the little fart.
Yeah. I told my husband we get settled into the new house later this year that I'm going to try to get away and come see you.
Okay. Hey, Mary Webb. Mary Webb joined us.
I'm Mary Webb.
Thank you, Kim. I wasn't sure if y'all were seeing it on the YouTube side or not, but thank you for hiding him.
Unfortunately.
Crazy thing. Okay, Mary, y'all saw him, but anyway, I'm just going to ignore it.
That's all you can do.
I'm just going to apologize for him because he needs some raising, but anyway.
That's all they want to do is get a rise out of people anyway. So if you just
that's exactly right.
Yep.
Lucy, get out between my legs.
Oh, I hear some.
Somebody's here. Look who's here. Look who's joined us.
Oh,
I recognize that elephant. I recognize that elephant.
Yep.
Okay.
That must be
if my tablet will work. Yes.
You were talking about my sound. I've got my tablet now. That's what I use. So the sound isn't bad. Well, what did I
it's like I got to get the right angle on my. So I have to put something behind it.
I charged mine up, and I could have swore I shut it down. And it says I only have 25% on there, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I plugged it in. I'll just have to see how that works.
And Sandra, how many quilts have you finished this year?
God dang it.
None.
Why is that keep unthreading?
I have this one. I'm getting
that?
getting the binding together for this one. And next will be the binding for this one. And then I have the binding fabric for a Halloween one.
I want to start new stuff before I finish the old stuff, and I swear I'm got too many things I've got to finish. I still haven't figured out how to use my Pro Stitcher yet. There's something not working right on it, and I've got to figure that out.
I don't plan on going computerized ever.
My back will not take me standing there doing it. I've already figured that out. It just won't. It's going to be hard enough just setting up stuff.
Well, that's just it. When you set it up and you advance, I can get it done in the less time than that. And then to watch it slow.
Well, my problem is one of the cogs that's supposed to go along the blue track that you stick on your floor thing, they're not making contact, so I've got to take the machine off the thing it sits on, the rollers, and figure out why that's kicked up. I got to get it to kick back down and get back on the track. And I can't lift it by myself. It's too heavy because that's about 50 pounds or so on that machine.
Yes, it weighs it.
So tomorrow, hopefully, my grandson can help me get it taken apart. I mean, I really need to find out if it works right. You know, it's already been over 30 days since I've had it. But I refuse to pay $750 to go to classes. Just because I bought it from out of state instead of a place here close to me. You know, they don't tell you all that stuff. That part of what you pay is for classes.
Yeah.
So since I paid somebody out of state, I can't go out of, just.
Rita, I'm going to leave and then come back in on the laptop.
Okay. I'll be looking for you.
Hey, Rita, did you find whether you had some white on cream?
No.
Okay.
I get a little lax on my job sometimes. So no.
Well, I just didn't know if you had any or not.
How much did you want? So I know. Let me make a note.
I just need some off-white with or without texture, but I would rather have some kind of texture on it. But at least, 2 yards.
Okay, and an off-white.
Yeah, because some of that other white is too white for some of these materials because they have a cream background.
Okay, and it don't matter if it has a little print on it. You don't mind that?
No, I don't mind that.
Okay,
I may have some with a little texture to it or whatever.
I may have something, but no promises. So,
all right. Well, just let me know. Like I've been said, I'm no hurry for anything. I've got so much now, but I just was wanting to pay you so you had the money.
Yeah, because I do take that money and reinvest it just pretty quick.
Oh, I know you do. I used to go to market 2 times a year, and I always had enough in my bank account that I knew when I went to order it, and when that 30-day note or 60-day note came around, I could pay it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't want to ever be in the hole to the shop.
Oh no.
My daughter-in-law's mother tried to have a business called the Serendipity. It was mostly kitchenware, kitchen decor, ceramic, stuff like that. And she ended up losing a lot of money in the business because she just didn't get enough business to pay for help and everything else.
Yeah.
And half of my business was video rentals. And of course, when DVDs started coming out and pay-per-view and everything else, and number one, DVDs, I just couldn't make my money off of them like I could a VHS. Because you break a VHS, it's easy to fix. You scratch up a DVD, just throw it away. And you'd be surprised how nasty some of them things would come back. So I could give them to a toddler to play with.
Hello, Kathy Waits. Hey, Joan.
Me and Blockbuster and a lot of places had to close up when it came to the videos.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the week or end of the month, the gift shop and the videos were pretty much equal. And it's funny, for years, My mom kept the books where you could just sort of flip through and see the same month, same week of the different year. And you could see how everything almost to the penny for the months, when it was up and when it was down. Do you know, y'all know Becca?
I don't know her.
Anyway, a friend of hers, Mary, that she doesn't really have a channel, but she's wanting to retire and open a quilt shop, sort of like you. So Becca and Ian and them are all going to help try to get her going here soon, and just start her out with accessories. But she's the Crafty Panda. I think the Crafty Panda shop or something like that. It's going to be on Etsy. Hey, did you have those bobbins still for the?
I do, but when you first asked me for some, I ordered some more, so I'd make sure I had some for you. So
that's
I
good.
have them.
Because I was going to order some, and then when I saw that on your website, I thought, well, I'll just get them for her.
Yeah, I ordered some more because I actually needed a few more myself. So we both have some now.
Well, good.
Hello,
yeah. Did you like how
I
went through your website looking for fabric that I could get, and then took pictures of it. So number one, I wouldn't forget it. Number two, maybe it'd be easier for you to find it.
Yeah, but but you know, it's kind of easier when people order through that website, because then I can it all just kind of shows up right there for me too.
Right.
Because sometimes, I'm telling you, sometimes I have a hard time going back and finding y'all's emails, and if we made several messages back and forth, I kind of get confused. I'm not gonna lie. So
yeah. Well, since I was trying to add to the other order, I guess
the best way for that, Rita, is print them out, the email, and then delete it.
you're probably right.
That's what a lot of shops do. They just print it out and then delete it.
But I do print out the orders on a different printer and a different computer. My printer down here has quit working, so
yeah,
you know, something's always messing up. But I do print out the orders and everything from up at the shop.
yeah.
But that's the only way that you're going to be able to keep up.
Lucy.
Just keeping track of what a person orders, and you watch how the mail's dropping it off, and that's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
I only shipped a few things back then when I had the shop. I didn't do a whole lot of online business because that was just all coming about back in the 90s.
But I couldn't stay in business with just the few ladies that come out to the shop and buy stuff. It wouldn't keep me in business. So I have to do that. But I still don't want to get so busy that it's a full-time job. I just want enough to pay the bills.
Yeah. My problem is I'd be wanting to cut 1.5 or 2 yards off of everything coming in and sticking aside.
I tell you, I did that. I'm trying to break myself of that. Every layer cake, every pretty yardage that comes in, I've got to stop. And I'm getting better at it because I thought, well, the next one will be just as pretty. But
well, I'm going to try not to spend very little money this year, and I'm considering that order that's still pending with you, last year's order.
Yeah.
I'm not going to count that as the first buy of the year. Yeah, I didn't even go turn on Soya tonight. I thought, I'm not even going to do it. I just put away some fabric that I got from Soya and and I said, well, that one lady, I sent her 18 pounds of fabric in Oklahoma, and my post office lost it here at the post office, and we were trying to track it down and find it, and they went, oh, it's still here in Weatherford.
Well, that's kind of not good.
They thought they delivered it to the wrong house.
I agree with Marla. I agree 100% with Marla. You've got a website for a reason. Use it.
And you know that tracks inventory and everything, because if they buy it off of the website, it deducts it off right then, and I don't have to
Right.
go.
I was wondering if it did it that or not, because it does it that way for the fabric.
Yeah, I had to learn how to do it. In the first few months, it wasn't that way, but it is now. And then it
So
still
when
gets
it's like,
confusing when they come in the store and buy. Then it doesn't deduct it, but
yeah.
And it should.
anyway, y'all just have to bear with my mistakes. So.
No,
You're
it's
gonna
like
have to
you need to just put your foot down one way or the other.
Mhm.
Not both. It's like it is confusing, Rita.
It is. I know it is.
It's like I did several businesses books and just trying to keep up with those programs. It's ridiculous.
I was just trying not to pay $9 on everything I ordered shipping.
Yeah, I know that. And that $9, you know, sometimes it costs me more than $9 to ship.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
sometimes it's just a little bit less, so it just kind of it sort of averages out. But
Well, that's what the Fabric Patch does. It's a flat $9 no matter what you order. And if it's a lot less, they'll throw in a little accessory or something, charm pack or whatever to make up the difference. Okay, I've got.
But the Fabric Patch is a well-established business that have been out there for 20 some years, and they got the
That's
write-offs.
pretty.
that's pretty.
I made a tail long enough to go both sides and one half. I need to make another piece to go top and bottom.
Oh, Randy, what did I miss? I'm sorry. I agree with whatever Randy says. Not really, but I will go with it.
I think it was that I was forget things because I'm old is what you're supposed to agree with.
But Randy, I can't say that. I'm older than Rita.
And I'm older than both of you.
And Dogglebin wants to know what happened to Sheila. Do y'all know why Sheila quit coming on here? Because I don't know, Dogglebin.
Nope.
Francis, I can't answer that. If I offended anybody, it was by accident.
Oh,
I don't want to play. I'm fixing to offend this dog here.
I know mine's sitting here too.
Hey,
Here.
I don't have a dog at my feet. I don't have a little one in my arm, and I am happy. But I enjoy.
Come on.
Say hi, Aunt Sandra. I'm coming down to visit you.
All right.
But
Say hello. Huh? You're pestering me.
Oh, there's another doggy. This place is just full of doggies. That was an adorable little scruffy dog still.
She's
the only thing I can bring down is a duck.
A duck? You got a duck?
This is my great grandmother's pincushion. It has the tape measure in the front and a thimble holder on the back and a pincushion.
Well,
Yeah.
That was my great grandmother's.
That's special. That's special.
She says I'm 1 year old.
Away in 1982.
Skippy, I'm 11 years old this May.
Yeah.
And hey, Lisa. Hey, Janet.
I'm surprised she's lasted this long because I've about wringed her neck a few times.
Yeah, what Bernice says, if y'all choose the manual payment, we can figure out some other way you pay me. Send me a check or whatever and calculate it different.
Yes.
No, I think they're okay, Dogglebin. Well, Frances has got her problems, and
Yeah.
I know Mary Webb likes that scruffy face too. That scruffy face is cute.
Yeah, that's what the vet said when I took the puppies in the first time. He goes, "Got your pair of cute, scruffy puppies there."
And
Scruffy pains in the butts.
thanks, Jennifer.
Get down. She wants to go to bed. She says it's bedtime. She has her own pillow in my bed. She doesn't know what it's like to sit on the floor because
Randy
I
takes
held her so
checks
much.
too. What do you want me to pay you for, Randy?
So she thinks if I'm sitting down in a chair, she's supposed to be in my lap. Oh, now I got to figure out what I'm going to put on top of this.
And the manual also allows PayPal. I look at it this way. I can't drive to my local quilt shop. My local quilt shop, the closest one I have, is 18 miles away. I cannot drive to my local post office or my quilt shop for $9.
That's probably true.
So
Yeah.
pay the shipping, people. It's well worth it.
Well, I was just trying to make the order bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and that's okay, Pam. I'm not fussing. So because I need every customer I can get.
But put it in your cart and let it get bigger and bigger and bigger, but don't finalize it, because that's what confuses. You get on the other end of that.
Well, she's got a lot of stuff not on the thing, so I have to go, oh, she just showed that, but it's not on the computer yet.
Well, you just have to be patient and wait for it to show up.
I don't know what I'm doing. I told you guys I'm not a very savvy business person. So.
It's 5:33 p.m.
It's going to take a while to get the hang. Nobody starts out knowing everything.
I got to find my phone buried here. It says I need to go take my eye drops.
Let's see, Doggle being ran into somebody recently that had no idea how to write a check. I couldn't believe it.
You know,
my grandson can't.
I used to volunteer for the Navy Relief, and I worked in an office when we were in the Navy in Long Beach. And you'd be surprised how many widows would come in there because their husbands always paid the bills, always wrote out the checks. They had no idea.
That's not the case in my house. My husband thought as long as you had checks, I could keep. He could keep shopping or spending money, and I says, no, you have to put money in to get money out.
Yeah, I used to have to sit down and get people to write down everything that they spend their money on and show them where their money was going and what they had to do with and without and how to do a budget. People that sometimes just have no idea how much they spend. Well, back then, magazines, newspapers, stop and getting a coffee, just all sorts of stuff. Where nowadays we've got all these subscriptions online and stuff.
Not me. I still write checks and pay with. I do pay online because the U.S. mail has lost my trust many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I do it both ways. It just depends on which bill it is.
Put it this way: I bought checks 13 years ago. I've got one check left. That's how often. Of course, I bought maybe a couple boxes or more.
I don't have to pay for my checks. I'm old enough.
Well, like I said, it's been 13 years. So
yeah, it's like
if you're over 55 or 50 or 55, you get free checks, don't you?
No, I had to be 67.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to pay for mine if I got some.
Well, our bank gives us free ones, so
no, it's not. Mine doesn't anymore.
I've always got them through those ads where you can get so many for a cheap price, whatever. Because the bank,
I don't get those ads anymore. But I get free checks. But I don't write a whole lot of checks.
Well, we're moving this summer, and so that means I'll have to find a new bank. I've been with the same bank for 15 years, maybe or more.
Well, you don't necessarily. If you do automatic deposit, you don't have to.
Well, if we move and there's a Chase Bank in Graham, then I can just go there. But after COVID, nearly everybody at my bank's changed, and used to I'd walk in and everybody knew who I was. I knew who they were. And now it's like going into a brand new bank almost every time I go in there.
Well, my bank after COVID, and then they don't want to. The small town idea has to come out of the tellers' heads, because who do you? I'm known as so and so's grandma. They don't know what the heck my name is.
Yeah.
So they have to have ID. And I agree. You need to have ID and your account card every single time the transaction's done, because one number error can be not good.
But at the bank I used to go to, the population of the city limits was 345 or so, give or take. The checks were counter checks, which were basically blank that just had the bank's name and address on it.
And you wrote your account number on the bottom.
No, you just went by the everything was by your name.
Now the new
that used to blow my mind, because even coming into the bigger town to go shopping, they go, "Oh yeah, you're from Lycan. Here's some blank checks."
It's like, no, it's like the new computerized world that don't work anymore.
Yeah, and they said, "Oh, they'd never get that computerized. They'd never have debit cards and everything else." And then, of course, it seemed like everybody knew how much money you had in the bank. And it was like, "Oh, don't take a check from her, or don't do this, or don't do that." Or
well, it used to be like the little mini marts I worked at in the little grocery store. There was a list behind each cash register who not to take checks from, because it's a small town. Well, it's right out there in public view.
And during my business, I had 2 people that gave me bad checks, and that was it. And one of them was for like $85, and the people were moving away. It's when I was closing down the video part of the store and was selling off the movies for like $5 a piece or so. And they bought a bunch of movies from me, and then the bank didn't clear. The account was closed out.
Hi, Jane Martin.
I'm Jane Martin.
Hi, Jane. Randy's still awake, I see.
Why did you say Randy needed to find a new thing to do because he couldn't drive anymore?
And hey, y'all say hi to Just a Quilter. That's a new name for me. I don't recall that one.
I don't.
Just a Quilter.
I don't remember that one either.
Nope, me either.
And
okay, is that all done?
I must have missed the Randy needed to get a new job. He's having too much fun harassing all of us.
I think so.
Yeah. Rita was telling him, I think it was Rita that was telling him he needed to get a sewing machine and start learning how to sew. All right.
Oh, he comes over and just visits in all the chats. I don't mind it.
I don't mind either, long as he behaves.
Well, that's that for now.
I'm always the one that has the baby rocking her to sleep, and Randy says, "You're rocking me to sleep."
Now I got to get back to, I don't know if you can see it or not, the crows and the stars. Anyway, I got a hamburger that just got delivered. I'm going to leave y'all. Say goodnight.
Oh, you got a hamburger?
Yeah, I've got a Whataburger.
Ooh.
Those are here only in Texas. It was Texas owned, only in Texas, and then they sold last year to some company up north or something. And Subway sold, I think, last year too.
You be quiet, Leo. And Just a Quilter says it's cold in Indiana too, so she must be from Indiana. We got some more from Indiana in here, Just a Quilter.
It's 26 degrees here, and I have absolutely no snow. Have had no snow. I want no snow. And you got to keep it all, Rita.
Lisa, how do I say Lisa's last name? Hello, Lisa.
Guerrero.
Hello, Lisa
Guerrero. Saying names. Lousy. Oh, I was going to show y'all. See my new chair?
I noticed that when you come in. That's pretty. I like that
On
chair.
Temu, they got chair covers for like $6 or $8.
Oh, it sure makes that chair look snazzy.
I won't shop Temu.
Anyway, well,
Oh, yeah.
I will see y'all.
Well, you enjoy your Whataburger and come back then in a little bit.
All right. Bye.
Bye. She's got a Whataburger. I'm jealous. Aren't y'all jealous?
I don't know what it is.
Sounds good to me.
I would love to go up and get a burger, but I decided to come on here instead.
My bed's going AWOL here.
Just a quilter. My chocolate lab always loses her tennis balls under the hutch. And does she just sit there and whine till you get some and drag them out? I just dragged that one out from under that old pie safe over there, and cobwebs and everything come out from under there. I ain't gonna lie. So
that little one that's with me when I have the baby, she is a ball-aholic. It's like she barks unreal until I find that ball or toss that ball. She brings it back and she sits it on my lap even.
Yeah, I know. That's what she was barking because I put a toy up here and she knocked it on the floor.
Is Whataburger just down here in the South? Because some of you guys never heard of Whataburger.
And Randy says they're nasty. I'll go by what Randy says because he goes everywhere.
Huh.
He came to Canada. He even got one here in Canada.
Well, I don't know. I think they'd be pretty good. Been a long time since I had one, but
we have what's called zips, and the zips that we have here in my town, and then I go an hour to the next town that has 8 zips. None of the burgers are like the one they make here. They put nasty mustard on their burgers at all the rest of them. And mine puts a fry sauce that I can tolerate. Because they just put just enough that I can tolerate it. You put mustard.
Some of y'all like them and some of y'all don't. But Sandra, sometimes I like mustard and sometimes I like mayonnaise and sometimes I put both. But sometimes I put ketchup. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. So
I watched a YouTube, someone saying, here, a quick and easy barbecue sauce. And it was 1 cup of ketchup, 1 cup of mustard.
And that's too much mustard. I'd put a little bit of mustard.
And then it was a cup of brown sugar. And I go, okay, I'm never making that one.
Yeah, the brown sugar and mustard sound a little off on ratios. Hello, Carlotta.
Yep, hello. There, Rita, I got her nice and calm now.
She was getting excited there. She wanted us to hear her.
And she also had her toy up here, and she ripped it up, and all the stuffing's over my bed.
Yeah, Marla's the plain. It's like most time my burger only has ketchup onion.
And Linda wants to know, has anyone signed up for the Block of the Month 2025, the Magic Garden? No, Marla's talking about the Corey Yoder Block of the Month, but I've never heard of the Magic Garden one.
It's like, and then there was that mystery one that just got over with, she's good for scraps. That one just got over.
White cheese gets mayo and horseradish. Yellow gets mustard and ketchup. And let's see, I miss Nana Mona.
Hi, Nana Mona.
Hello, Nana Mona.
She's up in.
All right, my chat just jumped on me, so I missed some of you.
Yeah, I was trying to read something and it just went ding.
So if I missed a comment, I apologize. What does the average block of the month cost? Also, you're talking about one that they send to you each month? Because sometimes, they just publish one and you sew it up each month.
Well, like Corey Yoder, she wants you to purchase her fabric line. So the blocks are free. You just got to wait once a month.
Mm-hmm. I did one of hers one year. It was pretty because all the blocks, it looked like a flower garden. It was pretty.
And then like this shamrock pillow here and the heart pillow, those are Corey Yoder patterns that was free. I always seem to miss when she starts. So I have the pattern for block 1. I just haven't purchased it. You purchased her fabric line from?
Yes. Some of them got that Callie and Company.
Callie and Co.
Callie and Co. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just going to use my scraps. I have to stick to my no buy.
What are you going to do if you run out, though?
Of scraps?
Yeah. What if you run out? You don't have anything to sew.
My list of things to sew has got so many, and I have all the material for most of it.
Oh, Bernice said she released a block today. It was gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, I will have to go look. I'll have to go look. And she sewed her sample in Tilda fabric. And some of y'all are still talking about hamburgers. So it's and mayonnaise and mustard and quilt blocks. How are we supposed to keep up, Sandra, with everything they're chatting about?
Okay, here is her block she released today. That's her color picture.
I'm going to make you big. That's pretty.
That's the block she released today.
All right. How big is that block? It looks pretty big. Is it pretty big?
I haven't looked at the pattern part yet.
Okay, never mind. I won't make you look.
I think they're all 12 and a half, I think.
Then that's some tiny little pieces in the 12 and a half.
It's a 12 and a half and 12 and a half. Unfinished. So go over and watch her video. Grab the pattern. It's like
food. Yeah, Kim says food and quilts kind of go together, don't they?
See, I can't do the lot of the mystery quilts because like the one that just got over, I'm brain dead on her name. She has a retreat center. She travels a lot. She loves using scraps. But it's like I need to see what I'm going to make. At least the block of the month. If I run out of something to do, I can go make that block or 2 or 3 or 4. Then I can go make it.
Okay. The Magic Garden is Missouri Star. Let's see, Karen Rita, do you have any yardage from the Fig Tree and Company? I didn't see any. It's not here yet. Sometimes they send the stuff at different times. So I can't remember if I ordered any of it or not. Sometimes I mess up on my ordering too. And I'll get pre-cuts and forget to go back and get the yardage.
Carol's got it. Bonnie Hunter. Bonnie Hunter does a mystery quilt at least once a year. And I'll get partway through it and then I'll run out. I think it was 10 weeks altogether. It took for the mystery quilt to come out, but she went on vacation in it. I don't know how much I have.
And hello to Shelly Souls. I think that's a new name for us in here too. Y'all say hi to Shelly.
Hi, Shelley.
Hey, Shelley.
And Jane Martin is $34.95 a month for 7 months. And that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and see, I can't afford those ones. I'm sorry, I can't afford those ones.
I don't think I would spend the money on that.
I don't. It's like for $34.95, I can buy a backing for another quilt.
Mm-hmm.
I have 7 of them in there waiting.
Yeah.
$95 in the chat.
That's old to give
Please
a
give thumbs up.
Well, I can't get to the thumbs up over here off of this.
There's a lot of you in here. You'll come in. Y'all will come in here if I tell you I'm going to be here, won't you?
It's like, I just happen to be debating if I was going to go get a burger or not.
Well, if you need to go get you something to eat, you go, and we'll be here when you get back.
It's like,
Because you need to eat.
No, it's like, well, don't have to eat. It's just
Yes,
you do.
You need to eat. Maybe Lisa Louise will come up and take your place while you go get you something to eat.
I'm trying to get around 2 sides of this to see if I have enough.
I'm gonna see how long we can go tonight. You know, I went 4 hours last night, Sandra. 4 hours.
Did you? Well, my grandson will be calling before then. He's delivering fuel, and I keep him company by talking with him.
Mm-hmm. That's sweet of you to do that.
Hey, Randy said to get him one too, please.
Yeah, get him one too. We're making Doggle being hungry.
You want onions on yours, Randy?
Everything. I bet he wants everything.
Okay, there's 2 sides.
I had in Jane Martin, I'd put a beef roast in the crock pot this morning, so we had that twice today, lunch and supper both. And there's probably enough of it for a roast beef sandwich tomorrow.
It says I need that much more. I have to cut a whole strip.
For just that.
Yeah.
Does it count?
Well.
You know, I bet it counts you twice on the phone and the TV.
Yes, he wants everything on his burger, Sandra.
Oh, everything. It comes with lettuce, tomato, onion, a little bit of fry sauce, and then, of course, the patty.
My shop is $25 a month, which equals $300 a year. I can buy a lot of fabric for $300 from Rita.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Doggle Ben's getting chili from her church tomorrow. It's going to be cold, so it'll be a good chili day. Homemade, oh, that sounds good. Homemade chicken vegetable soup. I'm going to cook chicken next time when I get through with this roast beef. Chicken's on the next kind of meat I'm going to start with.
Well, I made family dinner Thursday night. That's why I didn't come on Thursday night if you was on. I was too exhausted. I babysat all day, cooked food for everybody, and then got the kid off the bus. And when everybody finally left, I just crashed. I sat in my chair and said, I'm not moving.
Huh.
No, Randy, I don't deliver, but I could eat the burger.
Hey, Toodles in Mary Wilson, Minnesota.
It's like, I'll get some onion rings if I go up, Randy. And then I get the senior discount too. There's no purples involved in this quilt at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's kind of lavender and green. No, isn't it lavender?
Yes.
But I almost call lavender kind of purpley. It's just a lot. It's just
black is lavender too.
And Bernice has snow coming in tomorrow, about 5 inches in low teens for highs with -10 wind chill for 3 days. I think the whole country's going to be in a deep freeze the next few days.
My lowest temp in the next 7 days is 12 degrees, and that's Sunday night to Monday morning. It's
Right here, it's 25 Fahrenheit.
right now I'm 26 degrees.
I'm 25. I could feel the drop coming through the door.
But I have plenty of quilts to keep me warm.
Yeah. You do. Just put another one on the bed.
I might be able to find one or two.
I'm sure.
Or 3 or 4. I gotta be able to move though.
Cheryl's gonna fix her a salami sandwich.
See, I don't even have bread in my house.
Janet's gonna pop some popcorn.
I don't have none of that in my house. And I'm never going to have an egg in my house.
You can't afford them anymore. Isn't that awful?
$10 a dozen here in my town now.
That's pitiful. I hate that for everybody.
How do you keep your pipes from freezing in those cold weathers? Put the heat on in the house and you open up your cupboard doors. Wherever the sinks are, you open them up.
And do you let it drip too? If it gets really cold, you leave a little drip? A little water stream so they don't freeze up, so the water moves?
I haven't. Better keep knocking on this piece of wood here. I haven't had a pipe freeze yet. Because I just open up my stuff. The worst part is my commode water line is in the wall.
Okay.
That's the only pipe that I have that's in the wall. All the rest of them are pretty open to go.
And Toodles. Outside pipes are turned off. Heat from the house keeps indoor pipes okay. If no heat, then drip in the faucet. I know, Toodles, $10 a dozen. Isn't that crazy? What? She's got $2.35. That's the best prices I've heard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's like someone asked me if I made homemade noodles for our dinner Thursday night. I said, no. I need 6 eggs. It's like, that's $5. I can buy a bag of those country noodles that taste just like homemade for $4. So I'm buying the noodles.
Yeah, well, I buy the $10 a dozen eggs. Yeah. Joan's going to put the lights on in her hen house. Guess that'll make them lay more.
And then I watched a video on how to keep your water thawed out for your chickens and that. You use good old Mother Earth. You dig 4 feet down in the ground and you put a culvert in there and heat from the thermal of the earth.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah. I said if I had chickens, I'd probably do that.
That probably, yeah.
And then I watched on one show where they did that, and they did the thermal stuff, and they bit air conditioning for the horses in the stable. The airflow just coming from our earth. It's like, okay, that works. Everybody, I live in the wrong spot. I guess even though, see, what is it? 22 miles away from me is a an egg ranch. They call it the chicken ranch, but all it is chickens laying eggs. And they provide them semi-loads, go out of there every day. But they don't deliver to here. They deliver to other parts of the United States.
Huh. Crazy, ain't it? The way things are backwards like that.
But it's like, yeah, those chickens get artificial light 12 hours a day to keep laying away.
Bernice says, I have heated waters for chickens and plastic wrapped around outside run and hen house windows, added extra pine shavings and bale of straw on the ground. My chickens do not like the lights in the house.
Oh,
And there's Wayne. Hello, Wayne.
I wait.
The eggs up here is $3.95.
Well,
But it
someone,
will be going up in February.
someone needs to be bubble wrapping eggs and mailing them to me.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I will.
I'm kidding. Your postage is ridiculous up there.
Tell me about it. It just went up.
But what if that bird flu gets worse and the shortage gets even more drastic?
Well, Austin wanted French toast so bad, he went down and bought that dozen eggs. Yeah. But it's so far the restaurants are saying they're absorbing the ridiculous costs so far.
Well, Nana Mona says, hi, I have to go. I got the grandson to look after. My kid got called out to work.
Okay, Nana Mona.
Bye, Nana Mona.
Let's see, Doggle Ben. I do get a little anxious when it gets this cold, but so far, so the good Lord has kept things working. Plus, I just got a new furnace last fall, praying all will be okay.
Lil, you're being awful noisy.
Oh,
Or is that, or
Lil.
that wasn't Lil. I forgot. The other one's here.
look
Hi,
who's
E.
here. Jackie came.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi. For a minute there, Carrie, I thought you had your head wrapped because of an injury. I see it's a hat.
Her head's cold. She got to keep her head warm.
I can understand that.
The whole country's in a deep freezer right now.
I'm afraid to go out right now because we had rain this morning.
You had rain?
Yep.
She don't want to slip and fall on her patootie.
No, she don't need to. She said her knee was messed up too.
Look at that. I can't seem to get warm. I keep turning my heat up, but maybe it's just me. I've got it up to 76 and I'm still cold.
Huh.
Hi, Jennifer.
Well, you need to make some quilts, Jackie. Keep warm.
I do. I might just keep my
Oh,
jacket on.
yeah, Sandra says she has enough to keep her warm. So
Yeah. I have more than enough. I wouldn't be able to move if I stacked them all on me.
But just think how warm you'd be. You can just lay still and enjoy the warmth.
Well, I moved too much.
Yeah.
But don't you hate all that heaviness on you sometimes? You want just enough, but you don't want too much heaviness.
Right. It's like, no, you don't want too heavy.
Good night, Bernice.
I have a light one beside me, so if I get cold, I can put one more on me.
Now, good night, Kim. Good night, Bernice.
Hello, Mary.
J. Mary's popped in. Hey, J. Mary.
Hi, dear Mary.
Hi, dear Mary.
Let's see what I'm doing here.
See, I can unfold this and start putting binding on if I want.
Trying to see what our high is going to be tomorrow. 35.
Ooh. Well,
Low 17. Now that's getting too cold.
yeah. Now that's too cold.
I'm doing okay, dear Mary.
I guess I can't put this on yet. I'd knocked the computer off of the table behind me.
J. Mary's got the right idea.
Yeah, Doggle Ben's got 3 quilts you can use. And it seemed like just a few days ago we was talking about the weather and it's cold, probably a year ago, but
Hello, buying space. I don't know that one.
Me either.
nice. Oh, hello. I know. I've been to her channel before.
Do we call you Space?
I've, I've forgotten her first name. She has a first name, but I've forgotten it. I tell you, there's so many of you guys. It's hard to keep everybody straight. Did I understand that Rhonda in Fort Smith is moving to Texas? She used to live in Fort Smith. She moved to Conway, Arkansas, but in August her lease is going to be up and she's going to move back to Texas where her sister and some of her friends and family are.
Is her grandbaby in that same state?
Her grandbaby's in Conway, Arkansas, where she is now.
Oh, I wouldn't move away from that grandbaby.
No. I think she got a boyfriend. Rhonda, you listening? So,
Oh,
I don't know how anyone could leave Arkansas for Texas.
I couldn't leave my great grandbaby or my grandkid.
What part of Texas is she moving to?
it would be over closer to the Arkansas side, I believe. I forgot what town she said, but over closer to the Arkansas side, not way out there in West Texas.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's northeast,
Maya Lane is my name, and unboxing is my game.
you must be kin to Rita.
I know.
Rita's always unboxing.
Yeah, you'll have to check out her channel. She has a lot of neat stuff on it.
Oh, yep, the wind just picked up.
J. Mary 29, it feels like 20 degrees in west central Arkansas on the Oklahoma border. And that wind, I'm telling you, that wind's crazy, ain't it, J. Mary?
I would love to see what my stuff is, but I'm using my phone to wrap my binding around.
See, I was gossiping about Rhonda and she was listening.
That's what she gets for listening.
I gotta not talk about people when I don't think they're here, even Rhonda. So
we're trying to encourage her to stay in Conway.
I know. She even took a road trip and drove up here to the store one Wednesday when the ladies were here. And she was a lot of fun. We enjoyed having her. Well, come on up and chat with them, Rhonda. You can sort your fabric while you talk.
She must be on moving to the prettier side of Texas then, the East Texas.
Dogs outside loving it. No way. I still have the dog doors in my doors. And boy, is it cold when I get near those dog doors.
Oh. Do you put something over them at night?
It's like they're coming out this summer. Dog doors are coming out and insulation's filling those holes.
Yeah, I'd be putting a box and taping a box or something over it, something other.
Well, if I cover it, then it freezes around the door and then just drips. So it's better to just leave it open. And I turn the heater. The heater I can turn on and face it towards the door a little bit more, because it builds up then the frost and then the moisture has to go somewhere.
But Rhonda, they ask about you all the time if you don't come up here.
Yep.
Lane says, don't be a bum and hit the thumb.
That's a new way of putting it.
Hi, Carlotta.
I don't like the pay the rent because we're not buying anything.
Mm-mm.
And I usually do the thumb up when I watch a video to tell me I've already watched it.
You know, I do that too, so I won't go back and watch the same one again. I do that.
Because it doesn't gain us anything.
Mm-mm.
So tomorrow, Jackie, I'll be finished one more diamond painting.
I'm almost half done with one I just started the other night. Since I talked to you, Carrie, I started a diamond art, and it's half done.
See, Rhonda, Dogglebean wants to see that your face is healed up, so you're going to have to come up and show them. She's healed up real nice, Dogglebean. I think I got some fibers.
You know, I do because I've been cutting this and now I'm rolling it. You've never heard pay the rent? You won't hear it at mine. Mine's thumbs up, please. It's like
I'm almost done that one.
But there's quite a few places that say pay the rent. And it's like, I don't agree with that one. I got my notice that I finally got 10,000 viewing hours. What good's it do me? Nothing. What good's it going to do me? Nothing. Because I'm never going to be monetized. I don't want to be monetized.
I don't mind being monetized. Mine's monetized, and it doesn't cost anybody anything for me to be monetized.
But it's like when they send like coffee or whatever, it's like everybody says you have to have $100 in there or they won't send you the check anyway. So if you want to redeem your money that's given to, the people, then you'd have to just about be monetized or wait a long time sometimes to get your money.
Mm-hmm.
Because they take, isn't it 10% off that money?
I heard 30.
I don't know what percent they take off. It's none of my business, but I think that's crazy.
I think Rhonda's drunk.
Uh-oh, what's she right?
She took a sleeping pill and she's not normal.
She's not.
I want to do the coriander block of the month. Yes, I'm going to do that one. I watched her video earlier when I was sewing. When I'm sewing, I keep busy with friends sewing and I have a video on the side and I'm watching it too. Could be a movie, could be just watching my granddaughter. I like watching her on my live. She's a cutie.
Dogglebean wouldn't want anybody to watch her. Wouldn't want the.
I always try to make sure diapers are changed, bottles been fed. But she loves watching the sewing machine. Whenever I start sewing, she's right there looking.
What is the coriander block?
You missed it. I showed you earlier.
Corey Yoder she designs fabrics and makes quilt patterns and all that, and it's called Coriander. And so she's doing a block of the month, and so that's what they're kind of talking about.
like, and this is her block 1, Jackie.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's her first block of the month.
And
Just
each month she'll put out a new pattern with the new block to make.
I
hope I don't get a phone call while I'm winding this.
That's what I was trying to say. You said, I hope not.
Oh, I got the end coming up soon. I do not press my binding. I fold it in half and wrap it around normally a prescription bottle, but I didn't.
I quit pressing mine after you said you didn't have to, and it works just as good. So I quit pressing mine. And you know that you would press and it'd be miles and like miles of that stuff, but I don't anymore. I learned from Sandra not to.
It's a step we don't need.
And
Snuggle Bean says, I watched your live stream and the baby you babysit for is just so adorable and or sweet. Yeah, she takes after her great grandma. I can't say I'm sweet or adorable, but she loves coming here to her grandma's house. I had her 5 days this week, but I have no kids Monday. I have none Monday.
Ain't no telling how much you'll get sold.
But from about 9 o'clock at night till midnight, whenever I get tired, I do diamond art. Because it's my time to sit down, put my feet up, and don't do anything. And I don't get as much sewing time in anymore. It's mainly on the live is my sewing until the weekends. But now I just slide this off and put a pin in it and done. There's my binding, all nice and neat. And then you pull from the center up and sew as you go. You don't even have a mess on the floor.
I bet I could.
Well, you can. It's like
no, not by trying.
A lot of people haven't figured out I just leave it sit right here on the side on the table next to my sewing machine and pull right up from the middle.
Does it come loose around it?
No, because if you pull this way,
yeah,
it doesn't come. It's like, now I got to find where the beginning is.
Our price just went up on stamps.
Custom screen is leaving. Good night.
Night, Wayne.
Good night, Wayne.
Good night, Wayne.
It's like, see, I can even partially hold it. It's almost like tension on the bobbin. Look.
Yeah.
And that's how I sew it on. I just got a 13-pound rump roast.
13 pound. I've never seen. That's a big roast.
Now, is the rump roast, is that pig or cow?
Cow.
See, I never know by the wording if it's pig or cow. I just go to my freezer. Oh, my son the other night when he came for dinner, he brought me a gift. I think it's hints. He brought me stew meat, cube steaks, and 2-pound hamburgers. So I think it's a hint.
Sounds like it.
And then he says, Thursday, shouldn't we have stew? So then I knew for sure it was a hint.
And Sandra, if I send you a letter, I have to buy American stamps, right?
No,
No?
it's called an international stamp.
Okay.
It's
They,
not an
they
American
went
stamp.
up. They went up to $1.15 or $1.44.
I know our international stamps went up too, but I don't know what to. I guess I have to send you more anonymous junk mail. Then I would know. Steer, I hope, J. Mary says. Richmond Town is big, but they sell it. And I'm in bag only. Yeah, that would be why. That'd be a good, because normally I think those rump roasts, they subcut them normally in the butcher. But we're getting lazy even that in the meat markets.
Jackie, look who's in my arms.
Now you're warm.
Uh-huh.
Put her on your head.
There.
Does Leo have a coat she puts on when you take her outside?
Yeah, she,
Oh, are you going to go get it?
You're right, J. Mary. After I said that, I thought, that's not a cow. Rump roast is not a cow.
It's beef.
It's a
Beef,
steer.
a beef is a good all-round word for
Right.
beef.
Either
Beef or
that
pork.
steer.
yeah, want to show your coat?
At least my daughter, when she brings over the meat and gives me meat, she doesn't request a meal. She would take one, but she
Well,
doesn't
that's a
request
little
it.
cold. Ooh, that looks warm.
Put your arms through there. Can't get them in there.
That looks thick and insulated. That's a pretty neat little coat.
Come here, Lil. Let's show them.
I would never have a dog out long enough to need that jacket.
Right.
She shivers when she goes out.
Well, they shiver, but I'm never outside long enough. As soon as I see them squatter, they're back in the house. I'm watching everything they do. So as soon as they're done, we're out of here. There's
Mary says it looks warmer than her coat.
Oh, yeah, it does. It looks warm.
I have a farm coat, and those aren't ever soft and cuddly. They're just that material they use is just so dense that the wind doesn't blow in it. And then I think mine's flannel lined. It's not the fluffy stuff because it's a farm coat, but it's got lots of pockets. That's what I need. Lots of pockets. After getting locked out of my pickup the other day.
Uh-oh.
I heard about
Where were you at when you got locked out?
The baby was in the back seat.
Oh, no.
Her puppy locked me out of my pickup. And luckily, for some reason, I grabbed my phone off of the dash of the pickup. I don't know why. I just happened to grab it.
Mm.
And I immediately called her mama saying, Maya locked me out of my pickup. Can you go over to the house and get the spare key? 20 minutes I was out there in that 27 degrees.
Oh, my goodness.
Entertaining her through the window of the pickup. Trying to get her to quit crying.
Oh, so she was crying.
Yes, she was crying. Tried to get her to quit crying. And I was trying to get the dog to go back up on the hope to hit the lock button. And she's still crying. And I go, I need to rock the pickup. So I started pushing the pickup side to side. I got her rocked to sleep.
Uh,
I was so cold. My shoulders were so sore from pushing that pickup, rocking her. And Emily gets out there. She says, it's kind of funny, but it's not.
I don't believe I've ever heard a story quite like that one.
And
I did that to my dad. I went
that's
to sleep.
that's one bad thing for Chevrolet pickups. The lock button is on the armrest where you sit your arm. You're always clicking buttons.
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah.
locking the door, unlocking the door. So after we got that all done and I got in the pickup, I mean, I cranked that heat up. I was cold. It's like I was just cold. I wasn't even her. So I got to listen to the music was playing. I got to listen to Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Wild Thing, Play Chicken with the Train, and another song. I was pushing the pickup back and forth when I played Chicken with the Train. Train was playing. I wasn't rocking it to the beat, I guarantee you, because I was cold. Now I carry an extra key. I have the key in the pickup when it's running, and because I was getting Alani on the bus. And normally I roll the window partially down so I can reach my hand in there if I need be. Well, for some reason I didn't hit that button. Oh, Alani was asleep, and I was trying to wake her up because she didn't feel good the week before, so she missed a lot of school. And she still wasn't ready for, and it's like, it was quite the ordeal.
Marla did that, she says.
Yeah.
Look at that, Lil.
The car was running. It was winter. I bumped the power door lock when I got out. Well, that's easy to do, but I've never done it with the baby in there. So.
Oh. And then what happens on the other day? I went out and Maya gets on the lock again.
Yeah.
Maya locked her and Alani in the pickup and Emily, baby, and I out of the pickup.
Yeah.
And so she had to convince Alani to unlock the door. We had to convince the kid to unlock our door. How come you can't open it? I was walking around, and then they only have one locking mechanism, and it's on the driver's doorknob, and I was on the passenger side. So I was walking around with the key to unlock the door. And she finally convinced her to unlock the door.
Mm-hmm.
That girl was about to get the best of this grandma. Her arm hurts. She can't help. It's like I asked her to just talk to Delaney. And I can't. I'm busy. I said, what are you doing? I'm calling the doctor. My baby fell and hit her head. So she's sitting over in the corner making a phone call on a toy phone to the doctor. And she goes through and explains to the doctor what happened to her baby and all this stuff. And she goes, oh, so you want me to just let her rest until she feels better and this and that. And it's like, I had to quit cooking, go over and talk to Delaney. And then I asked her to do something else. I can't. I says, why can't you? My arm's resting.
Oh my, she's a stubborn little thing, ain't she?
Unless it has to do with her. And then yesterday when I had the two little ones, I had the Tornado, as we nickname him, and Delaney. He come in the house. He was sleeping. She went over and woke him up. I says, why did you do that? Because he needs to be awake. I says, if you wanted to be awake, he'd be awake. It's like, she's an ornery little poo.
Mm.
No wonder you call them tornadoes. I know why.
But she actually ate normal food for dinner. It's amazing. You can get her to eat 5 noodles if you follow it with ice cream as a treat. You can get her to eat normal food. In other words, it's pepperoni pizza.
Mm.
They've had to tell her little stories. She thinks summer sausage now is pepperoni. We're not telling her any different. She eats it. She thinks the white meat off the pork chop, she thinks that's chicken because they cut it up before she sees it. And they say, yeah, we fixed you chicken. She dips it in ketchup. She thinks it's chicken. We're not changing anything.
We'll do anything to get them to eat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lil, is it time for us to go out?
Yeah, give me a burger while you're out.
With what? My check isn't here yet. I got, what, 2 weeks to go before payday.
See, now I have to wait for my daughter to call. It's here any moment before I can go up and get the burger. But I'm going to go get me a burger because now I want those onion rings.
He was in a car with a keypad for the locks. It's a good idea.
It's like, I now carry the key fob with me. It's separated from the key now. So the key fob is separate. Two separate key rings. It's a little more work, but it's worth it in the long run. It's definitely worth it. See what color I need to mark on this one. Oh,
Wait,
That's funny. The celery was pickles.
Oh, Austin would love the pickles in the soup. And now they're freeze dry. That's what you need to try, Rita. They're freeze drying pickles.
Mm-hmm.
And they say they're delicious as a snack.
Uh-huh. I did a few just on the side one time when I was doing something. They were pretty good.
I don't know how they. I'm not the best pickle eater either, though.
That Becky's asking about this quilt. It's a Jenny Dawn, is what it is. A Missouri Star.
Trying to get my mark to show up on this purple fabric.
Texarkana is a nice place. At least it's got the trees, all the different trees.
That's way down there. I don't know where it's at.
Well, it's called Texarkana, right in the corner of Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana.
I've not been to it, but there's a place where the center of it, where part of it's on in each state, isn't it?
That's how it got its name.
And see, Melinda went to the Four Corners where it's Arizona, whatever. Casey's been in. Oh, what the heck's my one T-shirt? Where you can go up and see. When you go up in something, you get to see several states.
And didn't you tell us you were going some exotic place for a wedding that's coming up?
Going to San Juan Islands, Friday Harbor, and we can look across to the Canadian border. So you don't swim away because you got to have your ID with you.
So it's up north. I was thinking it was down south or something, but it's
No.
north.
It's north. You have to make sure to have your passport. Because if the ferry goes up into Canada, it doesn't matter. You still have to have your passport to sit on the ferry.
Rhonda said she'd only be 3 hours away. Doggle Ben had a fuel filter go out in my car in 1979 in Texarkana.
Rhonda says I'm moving to Mount Pleasant, Pittsburgh. It's
in Texas.
I just messed up. I messed up.
You threw it away. She doesn't want to take Jack the Ripper out.
I didn't cut it off. I didn't messed it up. I cut it off and pressed it, and it's the wrong way.
Oh, I have a couple of those blocks. I continue with the block, but it's no good for anything.
Mm-mm.
Pittsburgh, Texas.
I've never been to Texas. It's like Pittsburgh is where all the snow is right now. It's not here, and I'm proud to say I don't have it. I don't want it. So my phone call from my daughter is just coming in, so okay. I don't have to leave. But I'm going to leave after I'm done here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go get me that burger.
You told us, Sandra. You told us. And onion rings. So she's just trying to make us hungry, too. You know that?
I might have to make some soup.
She just taunting us with that burger and onion rings.
Well, I could come back home and make me some curly purple fries.
The onion rings sound better.
Yeah, because I don't make them very often.
Yeah, my fire, I better still be going.
You better go down and check before I go for a walk, Rita, with her.
I just sometimes I can see just a little bit of it if I move the right way, and I'm not seeing it.
Well, she's still warm, so it's not cold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm back. I'm under the quilt.
Oh, all right. Yeah, because you said you were cold, so you went and found a warm spot. Doggle Ben.
Turn that heat up. She says 72 in her house. Mm-hmm. I'm at 76 and I'm still cold. I'm not going to turn it up anymore.
No, I have mine set at 74.
Oh, I've got Doggle Ben. I've got heat. I just have to throw another log on the fire. And if I get really cold, if I stood right down there beside the stove, I'd probably scorch on one side and have to turn around and burn the other side.
Are you using a quilting foot, Jennifer? On the flannel? I've never tried that.
It's not common with flannel, but it's like I would try if you have a quilting foot or lengthen your stitch. Because I've never had flannel do that. Yes, the walking foot. I hate walking feet. I just keep both hands right there and push it through. Help push it through, I should say.
That must be a warm quilt when you use flannel for the backing.
Sounds cozy, don't it?
It does.
Yes,
I did a rag quilt with flannel. I don't do flannel very often. I like my cotton.
Well, it might be your machine, Jennifer.
It might be.
Yeah.
Have you taken that part and cleaned it, dusted it out? Because I get so much stuff under my plate.
Hmm. If you don't do that, if you don't clean it out, sometimes it clogs it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lower your feed dogs. How do you lower your feed dogs anyway? I don't even know how to do that.
In the back of your machine.
There's a lever you've always wanted to know on on the regular sewing machine. Right here's a lever that clicks, and that's how you do it on here.
Okay.
On the featherweight,
Is there a way on the featherweight too?
no.
Oh, I didn't think so.
What you have to do is lighten the pressure that your foot's putting down on it.
Okay. And this is probably this little thing here on the top, and it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheryl does a lot of that. Cheryl, you need to tell her what might be wrong. She said she just cleaned it out.
Because there shouldn't be the unnecessary.
Are you nice and warm now, baby?
Did you pull her coat off, or she still got it on?
You still got it on.
All right. Jane's old Kenmore has a special plate to cover the feed dogs. It doesn't really cover them, but raises the sewing area. Now, I'm not going to mess with my featherweight. The featherweight adjustment on the bottom of it, but you got to be careful. I'm not going to mess with it.
Yeah. It's like the gal that I watch when she does free motion on her featherweight, she just changes the stitch length to 0. She puts a piece of painter tape over the little teeth of the feed dogs and goes off and machine quilts. Free motion quilts, right there.
Catherine, are you piecing her? I think that she's quilting it. Aren't you quilting it, Jennifer? That's what I understood.
Yeah.
Quilting.
Okay, draw this one more line. Probably too much for the machine. I've never had an issue on my machine. I just made that rag quilt with this, and it went. So when you go to do the rag quilts back, you have your denim, your batting, and your flannel times 2. I would say, see if you can't take a longer stitch, because something sounds like the material's dense. There's something in there that's really dense.
Does it still sew okay on just fabric? Plain fabric?
Sarah stitches. Yeah, I watched her long before I got a featherweight.
Yeah, you wanted that featherweight for a long time before you got it.
Yep. And so I watched her to learn everything I needed to know about a featherweight, what to look for when buying one. Yeah, I think the fabric's just a little dense, so lengthen the stitch a little bit for sure. Because mine going through all that thickness, it looked like I was doing a 22 stitches per inch. It was ridiculous, little tiny. So I had to keep my hands on the thing, help push it through every single time.
My Singer 301A works great on denim.
Yeah, but I haven't sewed denim and flannel and everything on the featherweight yet.
Oh, I keep yawning. I was going to stay on here a while, but I tell you what, I think I stayed on here too late last night.
Yes, you did.
I did, didn't
I never got up till 9:30 this morning.
I? And then I was back on again this morning. You see me this morning too?
Yeah? You asked me what time did I get up.
Yeah.
I took her out, then I came on.
Okay, one more line, and then I'm going to go get that burger.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I have one more thing to stitch here.
Is it nearby?
Oh, I could go up there, wait in line. I've taken, well, believe me, people have went up there with me on a live, and I've ordered my burger and come back, and they go, "Does your town have cars?" I've went up and came back, and I didn't meet a car.
Yep, no cars.
Huh.
They've had a trip all around town. They've been past the grocery store. They've been everywhere. And they go, "Oh, there's a car. I seen one."
Do you call ahead before you go pick it up?
No.
No?
No. It doesn't take very long. Every once in a while, you get that one employee that's new. But it's like, I embarrassed him. I said it's about time they got some eye candy at the window. And he was embarrassed.
Yeah, I bet you did embarrass him.
Well, I said he was cuter than the girls. It was true. But another binding to wind up when I get back. So I read it at the rate she's yawning, she's going to be.
I know. I keep yawning. I don't mean to, but I just am.
But that guy's still up there working too.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night, Lisa.
Hi, Leo. Lily. Leo.
But I I will say night for now. I'll check and see if you're still on.
Okay. We might still be here.
But
Enjoy your burger.
go get some rest, Rita. Oh, I gotta find that button. It's not on the bottom. It's over there in the top corner.
It's at the top right-hand corner.
Yeah, I gotta get used to that.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
It's not in the bottom.
Lil's watching us. Hey, Lil.
Let's see. If it's 9 o'clock here, is it 6 or 5 there where she's at? 5, 6?
6.
6?
No. Is it 3 or 2 or 3?
Hold on, I
Six.
find out. Hold on.
We're almost 9. So is she almost 6?
Hold on, let me get my. What time's it in Washington?
I'm seeing 103 people in here. Y'all see that number?
It's almost 7 o'clock.
Okay.
At 6:52. By the time she gets her stuff and out the door, it's 7 o'clock.
103 people, but nobody's chatting. Are y'all asleep? Jackie,
Nope,
are
we're
they asleep?
No, it moved. It's
Hundred-
goodbye to Sandra.
She's in
And-
Washington.
She's in Washington State.
Yeah, I just found at 6:52.
So she's eating supper a little late. We eat early. We eat earlier than that around here, especially in the wintertime.
Nope, I don't eat till
Short days.
I go to bed. Then I'm full stomach and then I sleep.
Too cold. That's what it is. Y'all's hands are under the cover and you can't pull them out and chat and type anything. And Jackie's just freezing there. I'm gonna have her go get her a heavy, fluffy robe or something put on.
I'm thinking about getting some hot cocoa.
Oh, that sounds good. I could do that
I
too.
got one more spoonful to make a hot chocolate and then I'm all out.
Oh,
Dog will be in eats 5:30. We do too. It's 6, maybe 6 at the latest, but let's see what J. Mary say here. J. Mary says, have y'all heard of AZ Junction where they have their senior living trailers? I have been looking. Would not live in a trailer in Arkansas, but in Arizona it would not be so bad. Hot weather, no yard work. I ain't never heard of that, but I don't think I'd move to Arizona. Did you move to Arizona, Jackie? No.
too far west as it is. I don't want to go any further.
Cheryl's knitting on the Afghan. I bet it's in over your lap, keeping you warm, Cheryl. And still there. Internet's out. It rains, and it goes out, and out it goes.
Took me a few seconds with that one.
Yeah, we have to decipher these. They make us think sometimes with them typos, but eating a meal supper. I still call it supper sometimes. I think I just kind of interchange it sometimes.
Yeah. I do too. We always called it supper.
Growing up, it was supper, but then you kind of got away from it as the years went by.
So many people saying dinner now.
Mm-hmm.
Except the British, they call it tea.
Tea. I know.
Tea is their dinner.
And tea is a cup of tea or something, your glass of tea you drink.
My grandmother says cup of tea, and that means 2 o'clock tea time.
My mother-in-law told me the first time I heard it used as tea, it was my daughter's birthday, and she said, you'll have to make her a special tea. And I said, well, she doesn't drink tea. And she said, tea, dinner.
That's right. Your husband was from
England.
England, yeah. Huh.
He says nosh.
Nosh.
Nosh, that's just anything to eat.
Oh, I never heard that. That's a new one. I never heard that. Gosh. Huh.
Yep, it's tea time in some places, Marla. That's what was it? Who was it on here? Jane or something from England, and she said she had to go and get tea ready. No, time to cook, and I said you must be having tea. Must be tea time, and she laughed because that's
Okay.
what it was.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got 2 or 3 of them that come in here from England. Lynn's one of them, and Jane used to come in. So.
Are you gonna stay on for a bit?
She's buying a lot of Pyrex, Melinda.
She went down to Pyrex rabbit hole. She's buying it like crazy. Joan is treeless and they use rocks for grass. Not pretty, Mary, she says.
That's what my grandmother called dinner. Was a big Sunday meal at
Yeah,
noon.
at noon, after church at noon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay Mary's husband was from England too. You knew that though, didn't you?
No, I didn't know that. I don't know where Newcastle is. My husband was from Middlesex. It's southwest of London. Little.
I don't have any family to find out where my grandmother was. She was from the south. My grandfather was the north.
Of England.
Really?
And they never had papers to come to Canada. When they passed away back in 2002, Dad got a phone call. Is Mrs. Briggs there, please? He goes, she's passed away. May I help you? Oh, we need her to fill out papers. You have to go back to the Scottish and fill out the papers because they never got any papers to come to Canada.
Oh.
It's too late. She passed away.
Uh-huh.
We were waiting. We had our suitcase and everything packed. They never came and got us. So
Well, they couldn't send you back by that time. Dagoben's ancestors came from Switzerland and France.
Rita, are you staying on? Or are you going off?
I'm still here, ain't I?
Okay, because she wants you know what outside.
Okay, go out and we'll stay here, okay? And make sure y'all come back in. How long will it be? Do you got an approximate amount of time?
I just got my boots to put on and my coat, and that's it.
But will you be out there like 10, 15 minutes?
5 minutes, I hope.
Okay. Just so if you were gone 30 minutes, we'd know something was wrong. That's the only reason I ask.
Because I don't know how icy it is either. I'm taking my time.
Yeah, you be careful out there. First met her husband. I thought he was from Scotland from his accent.
Probably because it was close to Scotland.
And did you meet him over here, J. Mary? I guess you did. And you met yours over here too, though, didn't you? You wasn't in England, was you, Jackie?
What?
You met your husband in the United States, didn't you? You wasn't in England, so.
Yeah, I met him in Florida.
Oh.
That's where he was living.
Yeah, dog will be telling that Carrie that they'll be here. Change the stitch length, and it seems to be working better now. That's good. Maybe you can get it done now.
How long would it be gone?
Well, she don't have anybody to see that she gets back in, though. She could slip and fall and lay out there all night.
Is it snowing there where she is?
I don't think so. I'm not sure if there's snow on the ground. I don't know.
No,
I know it's cold out. I heard her. Is she back already?
I'm just putting my boots on.
Oh, okay.
It was raining this morning.
That's a job sometimes, putting your boots on.
I'm having problems.
And the older I get, the harder it is to sit down and put my foot up where I can put my shoe on.
No, it was raining this morning at 12 o'clock. It's turned into snow, but it stopped. And the wind is blowing like crazy.
Some of my cousins have English as a second language. They do have an accent. J. Mary's got some Pyrex white with the blue design, but I use them in the sewing room because I don't use glass in the oven.
I won't be long.
I don't know what I'd do if she didn't come back. I guess what would we do if she didn't come back? I don't know.
I have no idea. We have her address. I guess you could call the Canadian police.
Yeah, we do have her address.
Here, I will take my phone.
Okay, is she taking her phone?
Don't go without your phone.
I'm going to put you on my phone.
Oh, are we gonna be able to see you walking out there?
Yes, ma'am.
She better pee. Jones says she better pee fast. Oh, serving dishes. I thought you said something about a sewing room. You use them in my sewing room because I don't use glass in the oven, and then you use them for serving dishes.
Do you use them in a sewing room?
Did you see? She wrote it on this comment.
Yeah. I make casseroles in mine.
I do too.
Cook it in the glass dish and serve it in the glass dish.
Mm-hmm. There's what Marilyn says. There's enough of them in chat. We could all yell, couldn't we? She hadn't got us on there yet. But she have to get outside the building before we can walk with her. Let's see, Doggle Ben. We need to call the Ontario provincial police if she didn't come back. Well, Doggle Ben, if she don't come back, we're going to delegate you to do that.
J. Mary, she doesn't live in polar bear country. She's in Ontario. I forgot, near Toronto, isn't it?
I think so. I wonder if there's moose and stuff out there, though.
I would think so.
Linda's prepping a backing for the Friendship Star quilt. That was a pretty little quilt top, Linda. The white with the design I use in my sewing room. The clear I use for serving dishes. So we need to have her tie a string on her foot. Y'all are getting funny now. Or OPP. What does that say, Jackie's?
The police department. The Ontario Police, whatever it was. Ontario Provincial Police.
She is in town.
Scarborough, Ontario.
Boy, Joan, you've been all over the place. Joan's been everywhere.
I've been close to Canada, but never did get over the border.
Years ago, my husband put a Pyrex dish on the stove top with peas. The sides of the dish just fell down. You know, years ago, I had one that just kind of shattered on top of the stove, a Pyrex dish. Can't remember why, but it just into millions of pieces.
With the fire under it?
I can't remember the details now. It's been a long time ago. But the moose come into town. I bet every once in a while, I bet they see a moose up there.
Those things are so big. Huge.
Carlotta's got her fire. I see my fire down there. I saw Terry get a few minutes ago and put wood in it, and it's where I can see it. Okay, call OPP for short. In Joan, yep, yes, Rita, I've been there and done that. There she is. Can you see us?
I see ya. I'm in the dark. It's dark out here, but I'm here.
We don't see you moving, but we see you. Looks like you're bundled up.
Yeah, I'm just waiting because she's doing some business.
I don't see anything but a black screen.
I know I'm in the dark. Hold on. Oh, damn bags.
Let's see. Corningware can go. I missed it.
I'm trying to be careful because the grass is icy.
Be looked at, not used. And Jay Mark says, "Hurry up, Leo."
Come on, Lil. We're going in now. It's cold. I'm walking very slow. I know they got salt down, but I still don't know if it's slippery.
Oh yeah, you better be careful.
I wonder why I can't see Carrie. Everybody can see her.
All I see is where she come on, but she's not moving.
Hold on. You can only see my.
Well, I don't know.
I'll be back up on my computer.
It's okay.
Hey, come on, let's go.
Only buy pure eggs.
You just hear my voice. I'm trying to fix it, but it won't work.
My closest big town is Clarksville, Arkansas. Pam,
Hey, come on now.
Clarksville, Arkansas.
Let's go up to the peak. Penthouse.
You're supposed to only buy it if it's all capital letters.
I don't even know what mine are, but they're white and clear. I mean, they're clear, clear glass, and I've had them for.
I don't know what happened to my camera. I had it working, and all of a sudden now it's not.
No, I don't see you.
You could hear my voice. Okay, I'm gonna say hang up. I will see you on the computer.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you still outside?
No, I'm right at my door.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna push this, take that one off. Pyrex is a big price now for the vintage. Oh, they sold to another name, and then it's the lowercase letters and not all capital. I didn't know any of that.
I didn't either. I don't really pay attention.
Uh, I've decided now that I'm not going to collect anything else. I've got too much junk. I need to get rid of some of the stuff I have instead of collect more. I'll say that today and change my mind tomorrow's.
I'm right here, Rita.
Sarah's sewing and typing both. Doggle Man wouldn't sell hers. I bet you have some vintage pieces too. Carrie's back. We didn't have to call the Ontario Provincial Police.
And it's so icy on the grass, we didn't go very far.
Hmm.
I was afraid of walking
Uh,
on the grass.
huh.
I just want to get underneath the covers for 1 second. My leg
Your legs froze.
just for a bit.
Are you layered up?
Do
you-
knee replacement?
Are you layered up, or you just got a one layer?
No, I'm layered up. My pants. I have 2 pairs of pants on, 2 pairs of socks.
Sarah says every time I talk into the microphone, it doesn't like my Ohio Valley slang.
No, my phone doesn't like me either.
Joan's granddaughter. It does. Some people say, "What part of Pittsburgh are you from?"
Okay, it's -4 up here right now.
Hmm.
I couldn't wear my gloves because somebody had to pick up. I hate that.
Doggleby's layered up, and we even got 3 quilts on her bed.
I've got an electric blanket.
And I'm warm. I'm not cold right now. I'm still just pretty warm.
So -4.
Melinda's multitasking too.
Uh-huh.
It's 25 degrees.
25.
Yeah. Fahrenheit. That's cold. My fingertips are cold because I can't wear my gloves when I'm doing doggy duties.
Cheryl's ready to go. See you tomorrow if you're here. Cheryl's bedtime. Good night, Cheryl. What was that?
Did something pop up?
Yeah, but it was you. It was you, Carrie.
Okay, hold on. What What the heck? I thought I turned it off.
Well, the panhandle can get cold. You're not in Miami.
Mm,
You're up there by Georgia, and I can imagine it would get cold.
oh, I think so. 2 quits on my bed, even in the Florida. That's
Did
you
it go
again?
up?
That's still you, Carrie.
Did it? I shut off my internet.
Hmm. You're in the basement, so to speak. It's just a black screen, though, but it has your name beside it.
Okay, hold on. I thought I shut it down. Hold
I
on.
mean, it's okay. I'm not going to, put it up there on the screen, but
Hold on. Let me turn it. See if I could turn it off. I thought I did. I thought I left it.
oh, J. Mary's not too far from me. 28 degrees, wind chill 18. Says it's snowing, but she don't see any.
I don't see it on my phone.
Hmm.
Wind can get so bad when it's cold, and that's what makes it feel so bad.
Bad. The wind just cuts right through you when it's
It
cold.
does.
We will have 7 nights next week below freeze, and my grapefruit trees will freeze again.
Yeah, I can't turn it off, but I turned the internet off.
It's okay. Yeah, we're supposed to have several days too where it doesn't get above freezing.
We're gonna be freezing on next week up here.
Well, Jackie, are you tired?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for that electric blanket.
Okay.
Have you got it? Do you turn it on early and go warm it up before you go to
No, I don't usually.
bed?
But I'm ready.
All right. It's been fun. We chatted for 2 hours and 21 minutes. I didn't make my 4 hours tonight. I think I burned myself out last night, didn't I? So
Yeah.
can't go 4 hours 2 days in a row.
No.
All right. Good night. Good night,
Good night.
Carrie. Good night, everybody over in the chat.
Good night, Jackie.
Good night.
Oh yeah,
Good
we
night,
will. We're gonna all survive the cold. We're going to. We're gonna gripe and complain though, no doubt about that.
Yep. My right knee is complaining right now.
We're gonna complain about the cold, and in August we're gonna complain about the heat.
Yep.
And
I don't know
Well,
which
I
is
can't
worse.
wait till August to
about
come.
the rain, and then the not no rain. We're just gonna complain.
I can't wait for August to come. That way I could buy some nice diamond paint.
Okay.
Good
Well,
night.
good
Yep.
night, Jackie.
Night, Jackie.
Um,
Night, everybody.
Yeah, I'll just wait to Marilyn. I'm gonna let y'all say good night for just a few more seconds here before I shut it down.
Good night. I'm gonna make some soup.
Yeah, you better go eat you something. It'll be your bedtime in a little bit.
Yeah.
Sarah's got 2 more rows.
Lil, say good night to
I
everybody.
heard her. I heard Lil.
She was mad at me. She was digging my leg, saying, "Hurry up! I want to go to bed."
Ugh.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
I want you to look here.
Hi, Sandra.
There's an onion ring.
Ooh, that looks good.
I saved one just for you.
we were sitting there saying all of our goodbyes, and then we heard that sound. Uh-oh, Sandra's back.
No, I just wanted to come in and say, I made it.
You made it, yeah?
Yeah, I was in the dark. I was in the dark outside walking on the ice.
Carrie went out and took Leo out. Oh. That onion ring looked good, though.
Oh, they was. I ate them all the way down the hill, but that one.
Uh-huh.
And I even went to the
You're driving and you're reaching over there eating them while you're driving down the road.
Yeah, it's what, 14 blocks up to the restaurant.
Okay. That was a pretty quick trip for you.
Yeah.
No traffic.
But it's like, I just had to come on and say, I did it. Yes, that was quick.
Mm-hmm.
And if Randy's still listening, I tried delivering, but he didn't answer.
Oh, all right. If you don't answer, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
And Shelly, I'm gonna put a link to my store right quick. Shelly's asking where it's at. Let me go
So it's
do
a
it.
good thing you're still on.
Mm-hmm.
That was quick, Sandra.
Yep.
I'm gonna warm up some chicken noodle soup.
And Shelly, my store is in Arkansas, and I'm not open very many days, just kind of by appointment almost. But I do have an online store, and I ship, and that's the link to it. And I have good prices. I sell motor fabrics and name brand fabrics, and my prices are just pretty good, if I do say so myself.
I look there first when I need something and see if you have it.
But I'm a little store. I don't have a whole lot of stuff. My stock's a building, but I don't have a lot.
You're working on it.
Mm-hmm. But when those new motor lines come out, they send them to me just as quick as they send them to the big stores. Though I don't order a bunch of them. Just a few of them or them big stores. I wonder how many stores Fat Quarter and them some have to order, to have a layer cake for everybody that wants one. They'd have to have a bunch of them, wouldn't they?
Well, someday Google Fat Quarter Shop and go look at their building.
Oh,
it is huge.
And even, Randy's showed us Missouri Star before. It's huge too.
Well, it takes up the whole town.
Yeah. So I won't never be a big store, but I kind of like what I'm doing.
That really likes purple.
Don't get too confusing or keep me too busy. So.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of floral.
Oh, you don't? And I love the florals.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of floral.
But I try to buy stuff that's not all floral, because I know if you're going to make a manly quilt, you don't want floral, so it's got to have some of everything. So.
And see, I have a order for a quilt, and yes, it's a manly quilt. Mm-hmm. But I have all the stuff I need already for this manly quilt. It's my choice of colors. It just needs to be manly.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hold you guys up, but
I know they're kind
of back.
There's a bunch of them. It's went down to 51. A bunch of them done signed off and gone on to bed. I told them I was leaving. I didn't mean to lie to them.
You didn't lie to them. You just came back on because I popped up, because you probably didn't believe I was back already.
Well, we didn't.
Oh. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
We'll talk to all of y'all later. Good night.
Up to the upper right corner, Carrie.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.